Welcome to a new episode. Today we are going to talk about self expression. We are going to talk about being in your fullness of everything that you are, the good, the bad, the ugly, right? The just everything that you are. I want to talk about how this is actually navigating you to your own mission, to your own purpose. And we are so much looking to step into this mission work or this soul work or, something that brings us joy and love and whatsoever. I believe it's more of a path that we are constantly walking, and it's about being dedicated to yourself, being dedicated to your own self-expression, to your blueprint, to who you truly are from within. It's not so much about today I'm this or I'm that. It's not like you don't need that kind of label thing. You don't need to label yourself that after this day I am this or I'm that, or I'm doing this or I'm doing that. It's really about I'm stepping into who I am today with the highest possible version that I can, that I have access to, that is good for me. So it's not so much about what people see right away. It's about how you feel about yourself. It is about stepping into alignment with who you are from a feeling, from an emotion, actually. First, you need to feel who you are truly within you first before you can see it, before it's out there, before you can really transport anything from inside here to the outside world. So if you are trying to move into your purpose and you're desperately seeking support or guidance or whatsoever, the one thing that I can tell you is that you have to watch yourself over your own thoughts, how you're feeling, how you're expressing yourself, being aware, is this really my self-expression? Is this my true self-expression? Am I truly sharing something that is me, right? From your core, from your essence, from who you are, from very deep within, right? Within you, you have a whole universe. And the thing is that we oftentimes really just see the surface. We just see the surface. We believe that we are, I don't know, the child of this and this parent. We are, we have been in this and this environment, and this is why we are this and this. And, I think most of it isn't as logical as we try to explain it. However, this is how many of us have learned to express themselves, to find some meaning in something. While I believe it's not always that helpful, I believe sometimes there isn't much about explaining of who you are. It's more about how do you feel about you, Are you maybe super sensual, but you have never really shown that to people because it didn't feel safe? How are you expressing yourself, right? How are you showing up? How are you treating yourself? How are you treating other people? Are you currently maybe putting fingers out there and saying, hey, you are a vampire, you are doing this and this and this to me, you're doing this and this and this, while actually you're the vampire, right? While actually you are the one who is sucking some life force out of other people. And I don't mean to be mean here. I mean being aware of what you think of other people, because this is reflecting back on you. Finding your own mission is about letting go of all of that crap that is not you, that is not you at all. So coming back in alignment with yourself, coming back into what is truly me, right? Is this thought actually really coming from my truest version, from my blueprint, from my essence or not? There is a possibility, okay, guys, there is a possibility that it's not. And so always being in consideration, how does that feel? Does that feel right? Where is your center point? Does it feel right? If it doesn't, sit with it. Feel into it. Do I need to explore further why I feel that way? This is how you get along to find your own purpose. This is how you find out who you truly are, because everything else is you will create something that may not be in your truest version, may not be in your mission really at all. It's because you're doing something that you believe you need to do. This is how you need to show up. This is how things need to look like, to view, to whatever. And at the end you find out, oh, actually, that's not really, I don't feel any difference than before. That's oftentimes when we see and recognize, oh, that wasn't really soul aligned. It was more about putting a check next to my mind, right? And stepping into that can be also that you have a super routine, right? Super routine. For me, example, I have quite a routine on meditation in the morning. I get up really early and I try to start my day in a calm way, because that's how I can make my best decisions, right? If I'm not in peace, in love, in joy, I'm probably not gonna make really good decisions. So this is what I start my day with. This is how I start to operate. Now, the past, I would say, couple of days, I didn't really do that. And I started to realize that I'm actually jumping out of my balance very, very often. And so getting back on track on what is good for you and finding that deep inner meaning is absolutely helpful for you. You know, every single time I'm doing that and I start to meditate and I start to bring up my guides, I start to tap into my inner voice, my inner being, I start to see my life differently, with more kindness, with more calmness, with more space. I have more space around me. I feel more open. And because of that, I can feel way more things. I can sense more things. I can see and smell things that are good and bad for me, right? Like all my senses are way more activated. I can just tap more into who I am with this unique routine. And so finding out your routine, doing this daily, having a daily practice is super, super helpful just for you to experience the self that you are, right? We are not separate, actually. But the thing is that we don't know what that means, right? We don't know how that feels. And for that, you have to do this inner work. And when you jump into that, when you jump into your soul alignment way of living, you do things that you would have normally not do. You are doing life differently. And this is actually your purpose, you know. This is showing up for yourself. This is already doing the thing that you are trying to search so hard And you don't have to, because it's already here. You already are it. You only have to tap into who you are, and it's right here. It's right there. So get up, find your routine, do the practice daily, and start to release things that are not in your highest good. Start to self-express yourself. Self-express yourself? Start to express yourself in a more aligned way. Feel into things that you're saying, that you're speaking. Is this true? Yes or no? Can I let go? Oh, yes, I can. Okay, skip. Don't hold on to things that are heavy on you. Ask yourself, do I really need to hold on, or can I just let go? Can I actually let them go now? Can I release this thing that is making my life heavy? Do I really need to have this healing circle thingy that I normally do? Or can I say I can just choose to say goodbye? Choose to say no. Choose to say yes to this or to that. Can you do that? So choose, because you're always choosing. If you're not choosing, you're still choosing, you know? Choose your life wisely, with integrity, with sovereignty, right? Start to move through your life with more ease. Thanks so much for showing up. I know it's sometimes not easy, and I really love being here, and this is great. I always love these Sunday talks and quickly jumping on here. So thanks so much for showing up, for being here, for bringing in your unique soul print, your blueprint of who you are. And if you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. We see each other soon. Bye-bye.